So when I see a deal, I'm looking for four things. Number one, I'm looking for safety, the return of my money, not just return on my money. And then the next thing I have is the cash flow, and then the liquidity, and a lot of people ask about how do I make sure I don't make a mistake buying a commercial building, no matter the type. Well, you know, I might add an actual link below here for a 100-point checklist. Everything is a due diligence. I want you to remember the FACTS system: find, analyze, control, time, and strategize. FACTS. If you find a good deal, you don't want to make a mistake by thinking it's a good deal because the seller is desperate. That doesn't mean anything, seller is desperate or not desperate. A good deal has to do with two things: either below comparable sales in the area per square foot or per replacement cost, or it actually has a better potential and a huge upside that nobody wants to deal with, or nobody sees or wants to deal with or do. So finding a good deal has to do with numbers, facts and figures, not somebody telling you a story. Understanding who is going to come in as a tenant, finding that tenant, lining him up. The sooner you do that, the better off you are. That's how you avoid problems. You don't buy an empty building and hope you're going to fix it and then hope you're going to find somebody. Then you're buying a problem. You're creating a problem for yourself. How about buying knowing what the solution is going to be? Analyze the numbers. What's the property bringing today versus what's going to bring later? Not what the broker is telling me or the seller is telling me. I want to know, is it realistic? Is it realistic based on analyzing not just the numbers of the property, but what the market will provide me? That's huge. So find, analyze, we talked about these. Control the deal. Make sure you're getting what you want. Give him something, get something. And make sure you put it in writing. And once you have a deal in writing, buy some time. That's why I like to get an option to purchase the property. Why? Because it buys me some time. And then you want to line up the best financing possible. You make a lot of money from the financing difference. You want the actual interest rate to be 2 to 3 percentage points less than the capital return rate. You want the property to be making, let's say, 7%, but your interest payment is 4%. That spread makes you make money on bank's money. So understanding that makes you avoid problems. And then finally, strategize. What's the highest and best use? Who's going to manage the process? Am I rehabbing it? Who's going to do it? Am I managing it? Who's going to do it? Am I going to take it to its highest and best use? What are the pieces that have to be put together? That's how you avoid problem. Due diligence, having a clear plan. By the way, all real estate looks good on papers. How about the execution? Who is going to do what, by when, for how much is so key to what you do. The key thing is the checklist. The more due diligence you do about the people involved, the property itself, the location, and all these pieces together will help you avoid so many problems. Because one deal done right, you build on it to a second deal, a third deal, and from there you can build an empire. Empire that gives you freedom, not gives you headaches.